MakingAScene.org brings you making money before the release, not after. Let's dive right in by talking about a pain that I think we all know a little too well, right? The modern music release. You pour months, maybe even years into creating something you absolutely love. You drop the song, you blast the link everywhere, and then crickets. You're just waiting for the streams to tick up, for that big playlist ad, for the algorithm to finally notice you. And as MakingAScene.org so perfectly puts it, that's not a business model, that's a prayer circle with a distro atop.
And look, that old model, it's fundamentally broken, especially for independent artists. It forces you to carry all the weight, all the risk, both creative and financial. You're the one fronting the money for recording, for mastering, for all the promotion, and then you just have to hope. Hope the public decides to pay you back later. It's a massive gamble. This slide really just lays it all out, doesn't it? The traps of that old model. You're carrying all that financial risk right up front. Your entire business is basically built on delayed payments. And you're totally dependent on these outside systems, like algorithms and playlists, you know? You're relying on what MakingAScene.org calls borrowed attention. You're just hoping that algorithm notices you, and then you're waiting months, literally months, for any money to come in after every single middleman takes their cut. It's a system that's pretty much designed to keep you on the back foot. So what do we do? What's the solution here? Well, the answer is to just flip the entire model on its head. Seriously. Instead of desperately hoping to earn some money after the release, you make release date the moment the general public finally gets to catch up to what your real fans, your true supporters, have already bought into. And this comparison here just says it all. The old model was spend, release, and then just wait and hope. It's so passive. But the new model, it's plan, sell, and then amplify. See the difference? We're moving from this, hopeful, passive process to a really active, planned business strategy. You plan the whole campaign. You sell directly to your core audience first, and this is the best part, you use release day to just amplify the momentum that you've already built. Okay, so how do we actually build this? Let's get into the toolkit. We're going to look at a modern toolkit here, and we're going to frame 3 things you've probably been hearing a ton about: AI, storytelling, and Web3. Not as hype, but as really practical, down-to-earth tools you can use for this new approach. All right, first up, AI. And let's be super clear. The real job for AI here isn't to write your songs for you, no. It's to act as your planning partner. I mean, think about it. Most artists don't fail because they lack passion, right? They fail from just pure decision fatigue. There's so much to do. AI is the tool that helps you cut through that fog, helps you ask better business questions, and turn that kind of vague idea in your head into a solid, concrete campaign. And this is where AI gets really powerful. With tools like ChatGPT for content calendars or MailChimp for audience segmentation, you can stop shouting the same message at absolutely everyone. Instead, you can actually tailor your offers, right? You can send that special invite for the private listening party only to the fans who always buy your stuff. Or send the, "Hey, I'm playing a show near you" message only to the people in that specific city. It's about being smarter, and it's about respecting your fans' attention. Okay, this next part is maybe the most crucial point of the whole thing. Before the song is the product, the story is the product. It's the bridge. It's the why behind the music. Why did you write this song? Why are you releasing it now? That story is what makes fans feel connected enough to support your work before they've even heard the final version. That's what they're actually buying into. And again, AI is your partner here. It helps you package the story you already have. You can take, say, one simple voice memo from the studio and use something like Magic Write to turn it into a teaser script. Or you can take one rehearsal clip and use a tool like Descript to slice it up into a dozen different social posts. It helps you create actual, finished assets from your raw ideas without, losing your entire week to video editing. And finally, let's talk about Web3. Now, this is really key. Web3 works best when it's totally invisible infrastructure. Seriously, forget all the hype and the jargon. Just think of it as the plumbing in the background that can handle things like limited editions or memberships, or even just proving you're an early supporter. It's like a digital backstage pass that works quietly behind the scenes. The whole goal here is to keep the fan experience incredibly simple. You use tools that make it easy. For example, even lets you sell music directly to your fans and get paid, like right away with a great artist flit. Or Unlock Protocol can help you create paid supporter tiers for exclusive content. The fan, all they see is a buy button or a join button. That's it. No confusing wall of crypto jargon. Okay, so we've got the tools. Let's put them to work. We're going to dive into a super actionable 45-day blueprint. And this is a plan that is focused first and foremost on cash flow. This plan, honestly, is a total game changer. Here's how it works. 45 days out, you package the release, creating different offers for different types of fans. Then at 30 days, you start telling the story publicly, but you sell privately to your core email list. At 14 days, you start showing proof and motion, sharing that other fans are already buying in. This builds trust. At 7 days, you reward those core fans, give them that private stream or bonus content. So by the time release week comes around, you're not begging for attention, you're just amplifying the momentum that is already there. Okay, I know this all sounds great in theory, but what does it actually look like in dollars? What does this really mean for an artist's bottom line, for their career? Let's talk about the money. Check this out. This number, $500, shows just how achievable this is. This is a solo artist with just 3 simple tiered offers. If only 20 fans buy the basic package, 15 grab the mid-tier, and just 5 true supporters go for the premium one, boom, that's $500. And that's before a single stream has been counted. But here's the real insight, right? It's not just about the money. It's about validating your work. It's proof, concrete proof, that you've made something people actually want to pay for before you've even launched it. And we have to remember, profit isn't just the money you make. It's also the risk you take away. When your pre-sales cover your mastering costs, your financial risk just dropped to 0. When early sales data tells you which city is most excited for a show, your tour routing risk goes way down. You're not printing 100 t-shirts and hoping they sell. You're printing exactly what you need. Every single part of this model helps you guess less and know more. Because ultimately, this whole story isn't really about chasing some shiny new tech just for the sake of it. The real story here is about artist ownership. It's about whether you control the relationship with your fans, whether you control the offer, the data, the timing, and yeah, the money. And this is how you build a real, durable, long-term career. It's not about chasing that 1 in a million lottery ticket, that one viral moment. It's about stacking up smaller, repeatable, sustainable wins that actually allow you to keep making music on your own terms. This is how we start to build a real music industry middle class. So as you get ready to plan your next move, your next release, this is really the crucial question you've got to ask yourself. Is it a lottery ticket or is it a business plan? Make sure you check out the other great articles and resources on makingascene.org, the place the indie artist goes to build the new music industry.